Greetings everyone, it's Lodrik and this is the Game War in the Pacific Admins Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Italien. He's a Japanese commander. And for me, this is allied side. This is the mod Bottleneck. And let's check the next turn. Should be 12th of December. Japanese are landing at many locations in the Philippines. So far, no real surprise. A tanker trying to escape Java and bringing fuel to Darwin, but intercepted. Still no convoy set up, single ships. Here's payback time. I can intercept a cargo ship coming out of Brunei or Miri. Also unescorted. Also going down. This is, I think, the last warship I had out of Hong Kong. Not sure if I can escape here with a second-class British destroyer. But I get a British destroyer 21-inch into the Japanese destroyer. And if I get a 1-to-1 kill ratio, that is for sure a win for me. First, these are first-class Japanese destroyers, and this is a second-class British destroyer, and I have always 3 times more destroyers than the Japanese. Good. So I would say this is still a win for me. And I can escape, with only 1 shell so far. These are other ships trying to escape, and don't expect anything. Okay, second round here. Yeah, this light destroyers, they don't have much meat. I'm not sure if this will work. Okay, I can escape at least. And so far no engine damage, so there's a chance to reach any other location what is safe. I don't know where I really can try to hide. This was Lexington. So Italian had very successful submarine campaign against my carrier so far. Enterprise is out of action for months. Lexington just can escape the torpedo attack, luckily. More bombardment and unloading here at Mindanao. Suppressing here my defenders. Also some PGs are shelling Changsha, and I have no guns to really fire back. No. Japanese ship is sinking. This could be now everywhere. All of this counter battery fire from this Filipino garrison units could create enough damage on a cargo ship to sink. Who knows? Hit but no explosion. And no surface engagement. Seawolf is trying to intercept here this attack on Tarakan. S-41 was able to sink a DMS last turn, I think, but today no luck. So this is this light carrier formation supporting, I guess, the incoming strike on Tarakan. The next strike against airfield of Manila. Yeah, Manila. damaging and destroying some Catalinas. Not much I can do here. I can only force him to fly very relative high with 15,000, so not many bomb hits. Damaged aircraft are not the biggest issue for me, but the Catalina 4 is not more under production, so I will run soon out of spare airframes. I keep the Catalinas only in port to lift or airlift troopers from the smaller islands to call them back to Manila. I would say it's typical. The first week or months, even 2-3 months, Japanese simply have a much better trained, equipped air fleet. More bomb hits are here on the ships in port. And I simply have no choice. I can scuttle them and give up. I can try to repair them, but I would say these ships are anyway lost. More suppressing fire, but this should be one of the last bombardments before the cruisers must return to Palau Islands to restock shells. And here's the attack on Tarakan. Very fast strike on Tarakan. What makes sense, because the guns of Tarakan need only some time to dig in and to prepare, then they're even more dangerous. This early, in the first 1 or 2 weeks, the first months of the war, the defense of Tarakan is not really very powerful. Good, this was only a block unit, similar here, getting all defeated. Italien is opening the highways. The next attempt to storm here this hex with after shelling, and very strong shelling, let's say this. I can still hold, and I only need to save the Japanese to weaken their attacks. And this unit is forced out. Okay. Still a typical day, but at least the British Navy was able to defeat this Japanese destroyer formation, sinking one destroyer without losing much on my own. So I would say this was a success, but of course only a very smaller sideshow success. And I promised Italien not to fight too active, so good. See you soon. Good. Let's check the report. Air losses, light. No direct engagement. But I lost 3 Catalinas on the ground on Manila. Italien lost somehow some topsies here. I'm not sure why. This one is over-reported, so 3 topsies. Because there are only 5 in reality, not 6. Good. Ship sunk. This was a destroyer, went down after the British torpedo hit. So this is a good Fubuki class destroyer. There's also a second class destroyer, had some collision damage. I cannot confirm this. For me, yeah, +1 okay cargo ship. And for me it is okay tanker lost. I mean, this kind of casualties I could always take every day. Good. The Japanese carrier fleet should be now out of range. I don't know. No. So I guess that the Kuijibutai is now departing for Truk or even Japan. Who knows? This is this invasion fleet of Wake. I try to get some hit with my 2 American submarines here, but unlikely with Mark 14s. Nothing really to discuss at Pearl Harbor. Repair work is the same. I was able to get Lexington into port without receiving the next torpedo hit. That is fine. At least something was working well. Fiji, no activity, no Japanese ships so far, nothing at Brisbane, no enemy submarines. No one still at Rabaul. I still have a little more time. There's not much I can try to save, or I must save here, only some heavy machine guns left. Yeah, I think these are maybe even not only light machine guns. But this is all what I need from the base force. This I can airlift. Here is also only 1 infantry section. So most of the fighting equipment from this Bismarck Sea area is on the way back to Port Moresby. I don't say it's arrived, but you can see that my aviation is now, or my AV power is now at roughly over 100. That is not enough to stop a division, but at least fight with the enemy regiment. Good. The most action is now here. It's the Philippines still and Borneo. Japanese troops arrive at Tarakan, and I have not much. I have no realistic hope to hold the town or the hex. If the Japanese rush for Tarakan, there's no real option to hold it. I only try to use my submarines to get some hit on the enemy. I hold still the hex, but I have not much aviation, but I have enough supplies, so I was able to get the supplies from Cebu here to Mindanao. Base is trashed, I have no fort level, so we will see if the Japanese push again. Nothing here in the north. There's still some ships under repair, and I must normally leave the port now. I was trying only to get the emergency repair done, but sooner or later maybe Italien will start to make port strikes and not airfield strikes. Manila itself, I must check, no damage, and I am now close to fort level 2. The airfield level I could normally stop at 4, it makes no sense to invest here much. I was able to intercept here 1 cargo ship, but nothing really else to discuss at Java. Even Malaya, I fall back, the Japanese are coming. Burma, no activity at all so far. I only fall back. I can see that the Japanese trying to cross the mountains. This is all I can see. China, the Japanese pushing and he tried to open here this highway. Makes sense to get a supply flow from Shanghai in this direction, but I still block here the most important or best possible hexes to defend. So long I hold this, the street will not really support the Japanese effort to conquer the center of China around Changsha. And Xi'an looks also well defended. Because of this mod, you have this stronger northern belt from the Red Chinese army. This road is now much harder for the Japanese to take. So the typical way should be still crossing the river, take the city, and take the highway from source of Xi'an. So far, I see the map and read the map. Good, nothing else to discuss. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.